Available on iTunes and anywhere you get your better podcasts. This is the Behind the Bunkers Weekly Paintball Show. Tonight's show is brought to you by Empire Paintball, Planet Eclipse, Exalt, Air Ups Paintball Bunkers, Enola Gay Smoke Grenades, Tipman, and GI Sports. Behind the Bunker gets all their paintball gear supplied by FlagRaiders.com. Get all of your online paintball gear purchases from FlagRaiders.com. If you want to join the conversation, post your comments and we might read them on the show. Now, let's get this nonsense started. Here's your host, Todd Ansich.
Hello, guys, and welcome. Behind the Bunker, episode 354 here, or podcast 216 at beautiful Kossuth Road Studios. My name is Todd Ansich. We are trying to get ourselves locked and loaded for tonight's show. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to something fun tonight. Lots to get to on the show tonight. We have mail time. We want to hear about the stupid things you did on the paintball field, because we all have certainly done stupid things. We also want to talk about how we clean our gear or lack thereof. We have Price is Right. We have 10 fantastic items, I feel, for Price is Right tonight. We may also take your phone calls, and we may also listen to Josh rant. Speaking of Josh, Zuby Zabrickus, thank you for being on the show.
Why is my camera so high?
Because you're slouching.
I adjusted
Am
it.
I?
No, Matt.
No, I don't know.
Matt,
Was I leaning over when
Matt
we said
adjusted.
that?
You were leaning
Is it
over.
the top of my head's chopped off?
Don't worry, I'll adjust it.
you were having some hunching.
Mini rant over.
Mini rant.
Yes.
Mini rant over. And then we have Joe Kimson from
We'll get
Flaggers
to more
Paintball.
Hello, and apparently Sarah Engler and Todd have matching T-shirts tonight. And welcome to Behind the Bunker. It's a weekly podcast about paintball.
Well, that's exciting. And we have Gavin Sharma.
I'm here, folks, and similar to Sarah Engler, I have matching jeggings.
Ew.
Ah.
I
They're
see.
denim jeggings.
Denim jacket.
Are they under your yoga pants?
They sure are, Skip.
It is kind of cold out tonight.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
All right, I'm trying to get you guys. We're also watching you guys in the live
Get you googling.
Facebook chat, so if there's anything there that you guys want to get up or talk about,
Ah.
definitely post it.
I got it. Boom.
The bell was on the wrong side, damn it.
You can ring your bell from there. Bell.
And so it starts. And then we also have our technical producer, Matt the Crip, pushing buttons tonight.
Paul Tomlin said
As
hello.
well as fixing cameras. So there
Camera
you go.
fixer.
Thank you, Matt.
Ah, very good. Yeah, so let's move on. What do we got here over here, Matt? We have Las Vegas Open starting March 8th through 11th. That's like, what, 3 weeks from now?
That should be the same weekend as SHOT Show.
Yeah, but would you attend half your events or your points?
I would go to SHOT Show.
I would go to SHOT Show over NXL. No offense to NXL, but yeah, if I was only going to do one thing in Vegas, it would be the SHOT Show for sure. And then I would go out and shoot 50 caliber in the desert, because Joe and I never got a chance to do that last time we were there.
I would look at their new knives.
Oh, yeah.
They have a knife shop down there.
No, well, I mean, many of the manufacturers go to SHOT Show as well to display their new blades. So.
But they're put
That's
down in
right.
like the little back corner, aren't
Top,
They
Tops
are not.
Knives.
Why are you hating on knives?
I bet Cold Steel was there.
I bet they were.
they? Yeah. Are you going to bayonet your paintball guns
I sure am, Skip.
with your spider knives?
Lisa Weber's live from Disney.
Oh, nice.
Wish I
Yeah,
was at
we had
Disney.
Dreaded Legends 3 this past weekend.
Your life's
so,
like Disney.
Club 33.
It sure is, Skip.
So next Monday night will be our last broadcast until before Paintball Extravaganza. And then the following, the Wednesday right after that, we're going to be live from the shore, the show, or the show floor at Paintball Extravaganza. So stay tuned for that. This is what last year's, was it last year we had, or was that 2 years ago?
I think that was 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago. That was not last year.
That's right, because I sat on the other side of Josh last year. So yeah, so make sure you check that out. We will be live from Paintball Extravaganza. Also, one thing we want to highlight, since the angler is watching us right now, Eric is releasing something that he's done for the First Strike FSC marker.
I'm excited for that.
I am too, but I don't know what it is. He hasn't told me yet.
Really? You usually get the inside scoop.
I do. I don't know.
In this case, we decided it would be worth the wait. Just a little tease.
See, I'm hoping Eric sends it to me first, so I... Yeah, breaking news, I'm not going to share with Todd.
I can just see Gavin's Facebook now. Post about, here you go, you jerk ass.
Yeah. What else do we have? Oh, we have all signed up, including Matt now, for the Brigade game. Brigade! For the Brigade squad. So make sure you guys do the same. We did because we get to have discounted entries and awesome patches at events and all kinds of bonus stuff. So go sign up and join one of the fastest growing teams out there.
Paul
It's
Boston.
huge, eh?
It's big.
Okay. Did
we
you
talking
guys
about the Brigade again?
Yeah. Did you guys see the giveaway that they were doing? Like it was literally a gear bag just full of everything you could possibly need to play.
Shizzle
It was
McNizzle.
huge.
The Brigade is the whip, guys. Sign up now.
I believe it's pronounced whip.
The whip.
Paul Boston has a member. Oh, he's a member. Sorry.
Hooray!
Hey.
That's why Jennifer's watching another room.
Ouch.
Oh,
Burn, and he's only
good
been watching for a
zingers
few
tonight.
minutes.
And now he signed out.
no, he hasn't.
Good. Let's talk about him. So Sunday, March 4th, every
sir.
cast and crew member of Behind the Bunker will be at Behind the Enemy Lines, a winter big game, Red Dawn.
Wolverines.
And that will be at you shouldn't be yelling Wolverines.
I'm not yelling.
He's just
That was
saying-
it was an echo.
That was his,
You're cheering for the wrong side.
that was his alter ego. Hello, Milo and Megan.
So Josh is leading the Wolverines as
See.
normal, and you're leading the Russian.
Russian Cuban side. See.
Kuban.
So make sure you
Cuban.
guys get
With a
signed
K.
up for that. That should be awesome. Shizzle Manizzle says over 14,000 in prizes they gave away last month or next month.
Wow.
Yeah, I told you. I saw it and I was like,
How do
I
you
wish I could win
sign
stuff like
up
So
for
make
that?
sure you sign
Can
up
get a
for the
ballot?
Brigade.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Let you guys dangle there. Greg Hastings Tour of Duty 2018 presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. You find him at several events this year, much like Super Game 51.
Oh, sorry, I can't talk. My picture's not on the poster.
Cousins Paintball. They have a big game on June 2nd and 3rd, 2008. As well as check out Bones to Ashes on Atches.
We don't need no stinking hatches.
I became Spanish all of a sudden, or Mexican. Bones to Atches on March 23rd to
You did it
25th.
again.
I did it purposefully that time, jerk ass. So make sure you guys check that. I'm not even reading the
Sure,
poster
buddy.
anywhere. You can see it, so read it yourself.
Yeah, except for the podcast.
That's true. Well, stop listening and get watching.
It's in Braille now. Feel your speaker.
Oh, we're also on Google Play. Did I tell you guys that?
No.
I discovered us on Google Play the other day. I don't.
Google,
that's
what
not
is-
where I
what is
download it
Google
from normally,
Play?
but
Really?
I play with
Google
my
Play.
Yeah, Google Play's awesome.
I played with my
It's
Google
just a
once.
music streaming service.
it's like a Spotify, but
no commercials.
who the hell do you work for? You work for Behind the Bunker, not Google Play.
You don't need any ads, damn it.
And take your Google Play sweater off, too.
Oh,
Oklahoma D-Day 2018, June 11th to 16th. Make sure you guys check that out.
Don't
There's a
listen to
list
them,
of
Matt.
all the great things that are coming on there. Oh, did the Google get to you, too? Weren't you a Bing guy?
Isn't that like Bing Crosby?
I'm all Safari, baby.
Yeah, but Bing creeps everywhere, doesn't it? Charity event game Mag 12. First Strike only event April 8th. Make sure you guys check that out as well. That's at Landing Zone Paintball.
That's the one we did the big read up last
up.
week
Hey,
with all the prizes and the givings and the charities and the
Rampage Richie Santos. Hey, Todd. Wesley Howard. First time watchers here. Welcome, Wesley Howard.
Welcome.
Oh,
Nice.
Wesley.
Yes, Wesley
Welcome.
Howard.
Wesley.
Wesley Howard.
Very nice. Buttercup.
Let us apologize in advance.
Don't get the reference? Buttercup?
No.
I do, as you wish.
Yes. Wasn't his name Wesley?
Yes, it was.
Okay, don't look at me like it's...
okay,
I didn't know where you were going with that.
I wasn't going anywhere. I was just...
Sure.
Wait, what?
Princess Bride.
Matthew Stone says,
heck
I
is
had to
that?
ask Jeeves to find out where Bing was.
Oh, well
There's a
played, Matthew.
Did you use Netscape to ask?
See, I had to use Netscape and go on Lycos. Is what the one I used to use, I remember. Who else was it? We just had someone sign in. I wanted Jeff Churches says, sup, guys. Jeff Churches from the Band of
Honk,
Brothers will be joining us next week at Paintball Extravaganza.
Oh, yeah, really?
He's going to be doing some correspondence for us, right, Jeffrey?
Wow. He's moving down in the world.
Yes, you know you've sunken deep in the world when you're helping behind the bunker out.
And just a quick side note, I did watch their latest video. Well done on the knife game, boys. Excellent job stepping it up.
Well, that's not the Band of Brothers.
Really?
That is the
Command Bros?
Command Bros. And
Oh,
to be honest,
yeah, sorry,
and
what
by
else?
the way,
Sorry.
for those Command Bros that are watching us, I know they're not watching right now. I don't see them, but when you guys are listening to the rewind, you're supposed to send me that video. They were going to send me the snippet so I could show on air. Maybe they'll do that for next week.
We were expecting T-shirts, weren't we?
We were expecting
They were
T-shirts
What
too.
are our T-shirts?
There was an unfortunate accident involving a bread knife when they opened the box, so
That is
Yeah.
shredded.
I have-
Like,
they were asking about sewing machines yesterday, so I don't know what
I'm
what's
sure I'll
going
have
on
cream
there.
cheese on mine.
A schmear?
A schmear.
Schmear some cream cheese. Paul Poston's still watching. All right, we're not
Good
trying
for you.
hard enough, guys. We got to find a way to get rid of Paul Poston.
Oh, young Wolf Critchlow just joined as well.
hello, Wolf.
Ah, hurrah!
Booyah!
First time watcher, I believe.
First time
First
watcher.
time. I think. How long has he been involved in paintball? Like a couple weeks.
And he's a new up-and-comer.
Yes.
Something like that.
Young guns.
Some noob.
Newbie.
Some noob. Listen to you guys. All right, who do we have next? We have. Why don't we get into some mail time, Jeff?
What?
Well,
What?
we've been very lax on our mail time in the last couple weeks. And did you guys know that mail time today is brought to you by Exalt Paintball? More than just swabs and pads. Exalt is a way of life. Available at discerning retailers, field shops, and shows. Tournament ready and battle proven. One of the best existing barrel swabs in the market. I had
That's
to
the
put
barrel
existing
made.
in there. Yeah.
Are we ready now?
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
were you gonna do? Were you going to do a read?
Yes.
I would like to talk about something.
All right, go ahead, Joe.
In the beginning, you fall out of a tree, you stumble down a rocky cliff, you wade chest deep through a mosquito-infested bog, then you realize you're surrounded, it's party time. You own a Tipman, now combine
Excellent.
Tipman, Empire, JT, V-Force, and you get the world's largest distributor of everything paintball, GI Sports. And Tipman Arms. Their new airsoft stuff is wicked.
Wicked awesome.
Wicked awesome. Have your
Awesome.
co-host spayed and neutered.
So, guys, we're watching the live chat. If you guys have any questions, post it up in there. We'll try to get to it. Gavin also has a smattering of, since we're doing Jewish terms tonight, smattering of questions.
You're going to offend somebody like you do with your posters.
Yes.
Shoot. All right, we ready to go?
We're ready.
Am I
I'm
ready to
on
rip open my
fire.
sack?
Yes.
Because there's a number of correspondence
Go
that
see
you
a
have sent
urologist.
in. Yes, the flow is flowing, my friends, so the prostate
That
is
time
fine.
of the month,
Right. First question comes to us from Matt Zalante.
That was weird.
He wants to know, it'll probably take an hour worth of your show. Why do people think first strikes hurt more? Is it mentally, is the mentality of the projectile that makes you think it hurts more, or is it because it actually hurts more? It's such a debate, I can never tell where to go. First strikes, do they hurt more?
I'll tell you where to go. First of all, congrats, Dave Pitts. I see you joined us in. Congrats on the new extension to your family I saw today on the Facebooks. First strikes. I would say they are a little bit more painful because they do continue to have their momentum and a little bit farther down the line. The momentum of the paintball stays a little bit longer. Thus, it's going to hit you a little bit harder. Plus, I believe with the shell that's there, it's a little harder than paintballs. But on the same token, if you're using them cross field, I think they're all right.
So I would say yes, it's going to hurt more.
I agree.
Simply because with the paintball, when it hits and it breaks, it dissipates the energy over a larger surface area, right? So which is why bounces hurt more than actual breaks, because it concentrates all the energy in one area. So with first strike rounds, because of the fins, it's going to concentrate that energy into a localized area. So although it does break and spreads, there is a chunk that stays and concentrates the energy. So it does hurt more. It feels equivalent to a bounce. Is it going to incapacitate you? Is it going to make you wish you were cutting your limbs off? Absolutely no. So if you can take a bounce, you can take a first strike round.
Yeah. Carl Morey in the comment on the chat has a question. He says, "Hey Todd and Gavin, how can I get a behind the bunker sweatshirt?"
Good question.
How much are you selling yours for?
I am selling mine with sweat stains.
With DNA.
Stay tuned for Price is Right.
Yeah.
You'll find out.
If you want a hoodie, reach out to Razzo. They have our hoodies there. To be honest with you, right now, we don't have any merch. We're going to work on some more before the summer. Right now, it's not merch season. It's merch season doesn't start till about May, June. So we'll have some more coming up shortly. Overlord Green in the chat says, this show always reminds me that it's garbage night. Let me tell you,
It is garbage
that
night.
I took 20 minutes today. I went outside and I pre-did all my garbage, pre-stacked it in the light for a change, and it's far more efficient when you can see what you're doing. So I did that as sort of a celebration of Monday night.
Hooray for garbage.
Hooray for garbage.
Just like this show.
Bruce Leipert in the chat says they don't break. She's talking about First Strike, obviously.
Or my heart.
Yes, that's true.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Sarah Engler says bring back SM headwear, head wraps.
Whatever happened to our condiment friend?
I would like to know what happened to Mr. Condiment. Yes. We also want to say hello to Ed Evans in the live chat. Ed, you just missed your
nice.
live read a few minutes ago.
Ed Evans.
I'm still waiting for my pads and my T-shirt and my swabs and
I'm waiting for
all
those.
that
I'm waiting
free
for those
stuff you're going to send me, Ed.
Those grips I keep messaging you
Hey,
about. Ed.
We showed a couple weeks ago
the
on
Tide
the show the Tide Pods
I wish that was real.
bayonet, and I know that it was a troll. But please, please, please post up in the chat if it is actually going to be printed, because I've got
Why?
guys at the field. I've got 3 kids that have asked me separate occasions that want them.
That's like 2 weeks, and then he's got this inventory that's sitting around he can't sell.
I think Exalt buys things by the tens of thousands. So if he sells 3 of them to the guys that I asked for it, that's going to cover it. He's fine.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I'll take one too, so.
All right, and I have to talk to you, Todd.
All right.
All right, next question comes to us from our good jerk-ass friend from Mexico, Tom Bertrand. He wants to know, anyone use or test the GMAC yet?
The what?
No, well, I can't speak for you guys, but I assume not. But I am dying to. That's the new manual grip from Planet Eclipse.
I'm guessing ours got lost in the mail.
Do you remember when someone scooped us on that? Or like, hey, the new mechanical marker from for Planet Eclipse? And you're like, what? Wait, what? We didn't know about that. Damn.
Yeah. Hey, another new member in the chat. See Jeff Lobo.
Chudnovsky.
Chudnotsky.
Maybe he's watching from the International Space Station. He's one of the Russian cosmonauts.
What movie is that from?
Real life.
No, Chudnovsky.
Oh,
The last name.
Spies Like Us.
oh, nice. Good reference.
I have no idea, but you would have believed me. Hey, just to change subject for a
Oh,
second.
the Green Hornet. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Never saw it.
Did you guys watch
The Olympics?
the heavy lifter? What was the name of the rocket that went into
Elon Musk.
Falcon.
Oh,
Heavy.
SpaceX.
Yeah, I caught that live. That was fantastic. I thought that was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
And the fact that those 2 rockets landed
Simultaneously, yeah.
and both facing up still, that was awesome.
You can use them again.
You can.
Well,
reused.
I think
The
they're
neat part
reusable,
was
Gavin.
the large part of it actually came back down in time, but one of the rockets didn't fire or something. But it didn't land all that far off from the platform that it was actually supposed to land on. So it wasn't. And people are calling it a failure. I truthfully, I don't think it is. Like no one's brought.
I've
that
never
size of
seen
rocket
anybody
back.
land
It's
a
crazy.
rocket back to where it took off from before. That was phenomenal.
I'm going to make a comparison to where paintball has gone. If you think of rockets, how they were single use, they'd go up into space and they would blow up. Think of like a 12-gram CO2 cartridge. You'd use it once and you wouldn't again. Now we've progressed to the point where Elon Musk is with his rockets. We can use HPA tanks and refill them and reuse them.
What a time we live in, Joseph.
What is this great,
What
Gavin?
a time we
what
live
a
in.
day. Kumbaya. We should just sing Kumbaya. We should.
All right. Next
Sorry.
question comes to us from Tribal Disturbance and wants to know from the panel, are you ready for uncomfortably long hugs at Extravaganza?
We are.
I'm gonna be wearing my hugging pants.
Hugging pants.
Great. I get to see him in those tight pants again.
They're corduroys, aren't they? You can hear him walking down the hall.
They're yoga cords, technically, but yeah.
Before we got Josh's corduroy pants, he would only wear like yoga pants, and we had to put Tic Tacs in his pockets because we could never hear him coming. He's like a ninja.
You like my yoga pants.
All right, next question comes to us from Richard Carter, and he wants to know how many people use paintball for their motivation to stay in shape and work out.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When I was competing, I used it as an excuse to try to stay in shape because you kind of have to be if you're going to compete. But now I don't know. It's kind of my excuse to be in shape sort of thing, I guess. But then again, I haven't played in a while too, so that doesn't really suit me very well.
You want to pin that for Eric Engler? Leisure Suit
Leisure
Zuby.
Suit Zuby.
That's funny. Isn't that Larry?
What? When did Leisure Suit Zuby came out as a game? That was like early 90s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was actually one that came out for Xbox, too.
Really?
Yeah, it was the college edition.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I had it in college, of all things.
Oh,
Wow, that's convenient.
Sarah
That
Engler's
was still
asking,
a
what
while
about our
ago, too,
cargo
actually.
pants jeggings?
with pockets.
I need side pockets.
Those are like parachute pants, but tighter.
Rise up, rise up.
Do you like side pockets? You shouldn't. That's my side pockets.
Ew.
All right, Overlord Green wants to know, why did neoprene hopper covers phase out of production? Why did no one remake Goggleflage after Smart Parts?
That's great. That's a great question. Neoprene covers for your hopper was kind of a neat idea. It really never worked.
No, well, dead in the sound. You may occasionally get a bounce, but I think they went out of production due to, well, mass loader production, as well as they were no longer tournament legal because it was a layer over top of your
Yeah,
hopper.
because Circle came out with the pneumatics covers, or not pneumatics cover
And
and
the,
the feed neck cover, and
that's it.
they.
I was
quickly
doing the
went-
side.
yeah.
No.
Well, let's not forget about the neoprene shortage of early 2009.
Oh,
Yeah, because they're,
That's when
Dark times.
Josh took up scuba diving.
they were
Surge
making,
of scuba diving.
they were
Sorry,
making they were
Josh.
making seat covers for Jeeps made out of neoprene.
And Goggleflage,
Circle.
Yeah.
they were god awful. I had a pair.
Goggleflage was the same material.
It
right?
was, yeah.
It was just a stamp out of it. If I could buy one right now that's brand new, I would buy one just to have one to
Would you
see
put it on
it.
your goggles?
Not a
Go
chance.
Why?
Why
I played
would
with
I?
them. They were horrible. It didn't matter. It didn't fit my specters very well. But it's just like, you can't see me now. I can run out in the open. You can't see me. My goggles are camouflaged.
That's just like a child walking with their eyes covered with their hand. You can't see me.
That's
like
equivalent to what it was.
playing
I believe that's the sticker on the
hide,
packaging.
That's their slogan.
Just like a child covering his eyes.
I'll never forget those in the field when you'd see somebody's head pop up, you'd see the little frills on the top, and they come up and you're like, who's that? Oh, some jackass over there.
Goggle flash.
All right, Jake, you and I are
Camouflage in the grass
going
over there.
Jake, you and I are going to have at it right now here, buddy. I don't like what you have to say in the live chat. He says, I like them. I like the neoprene hopper covers because it would cover the crappy plastic that went onto my Revy. Them's fighting words. I think the
there
Revy
was-
had
Oh,
the
which
best.
Revy were you talking
Okay, but
about?
if you had the neoprene cover at the same time that the Revies came out, like new, then it's the proper Revy. If you bought the Revy back many years ago, not the newer ones, but the older ones, that plastic, that was indestructible. That plastic was
True.
fantastic.
you used to use those as chocks for airplanes at the airport.
That plastic was that hopper was the only one that had good plastic on ever. You look at the Halo; they're the ones that brought out that brittle plastic.
Do you know how many friggin' shells for that thing I bought?
Yeah, I bought a hybrid. Remember
Disgusting.
hybrid? The
Yeah,
company
those were great shells.
came
Yeah,
out with
hybrid shells were better.
The Halo that actually was taken apart.
Yeah.
They came out about the same time as the hybrid killer grips and all that other
Yeah.
stuff that you put on your autococker.
I don't know where all these new viewers are coming from tonight, but I appreciate all you
Because I
guys checking
shared
us
it
out.
everywhere, Todd.
Corey Kimpson,
Corey Gibson. It's your
she
wife.
she just signed in.
Callum Reed.
Yes, and I'm to say hello to Quincy. Good night, Quincy. Have a good sleep, sweetheart. Jake said, very brittle. Jake, you are a liar.
I think Jake had the wrong version.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
oh,
that version
I said
of
hi,
those.
good night, sweetheart, and Brent Davis just said hi. So there you go. Hi, Brent. Brent, you are a doll, my friend, and I do like you as a vampire. Did you guys see his
Yeah, I
his
saw
post?
that costume, yes.
No.
He
That's
was
my
used
wallpaper
in
now for my computer.
I have the animated version, the GIF of him smiling. No, he was somehow involved with a photo shoot for a vampire Halloween costume.
That wasn't him.
It was him.
It was him.
I
Yeah.
thought it was like some other guy.
Yeah.
No,
now his ego's going to be all inflatable.
Supermodel
All right, so Overlord Green has another question. What is the biggest barrier preventing the growth of the sport? We've been seeing classic trends, mechanical, woods ball, tens bands. What trends do you predict in the next 10 years? So what are the biggest barriers, and what do you see in the next 10 years for the sport?
Anybody want to take that one?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening.
All right, good.
Can you say it again?
Sorry, I was reading something in the
All
chat.
right, so there's two parts of the question. What is the biggest barrier preventing the growth of the sport? And we've been seeing classic trends, mechanical, woods ball, tens ball, 10-man. What trends do you predict in the next 10 years?
First of all, I think the biggest thing that's a hurdle in our sport is the competition of other
recreation.
And you can now go trampolining. You can do all kinds of things. Now even trampoline places are combining shooting sports, and they've taken air-ups bunkers, and they're using shooting sports inside their trampoline park. So, I mean, everybody's trying to get that small little piece of the pie. We used to just compete against movie theaters. Now we're competing against movie theaters that serve you dinner in Lazy Boys, and we're competing against axe throwing, all kinds of things. And I think, to be honest with you, that's, murder mystery rooms or mystery rooms. Things like that are taking people's attention away from that, that sort of, they're doing to us what we did to bowling. We took everybody away from bowling and sent them paintballing. So there's certainly a lot of that. And how to get that back? I think it's just going back to our roots of paintball, showing paintball for exactly what it is. Don't sugarcoat it. Show people getting, muddy and dirty and having fun and big smiles on their faces. And
like when you fall out of a tree, stumble down a rocky cliff, wade chest deep through a mosquito-infested bog, then you realize you're surrounded. It's party time. That kind of fun.
Every time you do that read, I just want to do a Bill and Ted's Excellent after it.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, you know what?
Well, speaking of excellent products, Todd, our good friends at airups.com are proudly made in the US of A. Their thick welded seam, stainless steel hardware, multiple color options and layouts are available. And did you know, folks, the 2018 NXL Fields are shipping now, including the upgrade kits. Make sure you hit airups.com or check them out on Facebook at airups inflatables.
Very good. Nice to see our friend Greg Muller in the live chat. Have not spoke to you in a long time, sir. Hope all is well.
Hi, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
I think he's now, because he's out of the paintball industry, he's Gregory. He needs to be more of a grown-up persona.
I'd prefer Gregor.
Gregorian.
Gregorian Falcon. That's his Star Wars persona.
Yeah. All right, so you want to go a couple more questions, or you want to get into some topics tonight?
Do we answer
you know what?
that
We
question?
have a number of...
Let's topic this.
Yes, we have a number of questions
I didn't
remaining
have any
in my
bad.
sack, so I will cinch up the sack for now. But there's no telling, I may rip it open a little bit later.
So
So
painful.
we're going to go on to the next segment.
Well, there is a small fence between the studio and Gavin's house, and there has been occasions where he's been hung up on it. Greg
Sometimes
Muller
it gets caught in
says
my zipper.
Jesus.
I just ruined the show, guys.
Yes, my son. So tonight we're going to be talking about what is the stupidest thing that you or someone that you've known has done on the paintball field. And I'm not going to lie to you, I highlighted a whole bunch of stuff that you guys sent in. There's probably about 12 sheets just from Facebook and a bunch from Instagram of situations that you guys have sent to us. And I would say half of these things I either did or one of my teammates or someone I know has done. So a lot of these are you guys probably going to relate to, whether you admit to it or not.
Yeah.
I think
I'm looking for the ones that I want to read
some
first,
of these
but
would be really good, but we don't have the full story because you didn't click see more.
Seymour.
Skinner. Skinner. Thank you.
Steamed ham.
Shoot.
But
Sorry, dude.
I've got one from Pepper Paintball.
Okay.
After lunch break, I played a game and was fogging up so bad I couldn't see. A teammate ran up to my bunker and I told him I can't see, and that at my eyes, 4s have never fogged up before. He looks at me and says, "You probably shouldn't be wearing your sunglasses." I forgot. I had them on during lunch and threw my mask on.
Nice.
Must be really small sunglasses.
That happened to Stevie Wonder as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Still to this day, nobody's taking his sunglasses off.
Oh.
Brian Barno is saying that Simon Stevens called. I didn't catch that. We'll have to turn on our phones.
Now, that was the stupidest thing.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Oh.
If you guys have something rather stupid that you've done, maybe we'll take a quick phone call. We want to keep the story short and keep it on topic. The number is 585-633-5910.
That was actually a good one that Brian said, answering the phone call from Simon.
Yeah.
The final battle at Super Game. And I'm sitting there, and this phone goes up. I'm like, what moron brought his phone onto the field? I turn, just as I'm turning around, I hear Todd go, hello? He's like,
thought it was important.
He goes, oh, hi, Simon. And I look over at the mesh, and there's Simon sitting there with his phone waving to us.
No, I'm not busy. Go ahead.
He's like, no, what's up?
Actually, if truth be known, Simon just signed in, so hopefully he's hearing this now. But Simon was on the other side of the mesh, calling out where everybody else was. So he was my sideline coach.
Your spotter.
My spotter.
Well, he should have called somebody else because you can't hit the broadside of a bar.
Yeah. Also, nice to see David Justin Reaper in the chat. Nice to see you, sir. His show's on Thursday nights, and I tell you, it's always the worst night. I never get a chance to catch it anymore. I apologize for that, sir, but it's always on the wrong night. Can you switch it to like a Friday when I actually have more time?
Around 6, 7 Eastern.
Yeah. If you could do that, that'd be great. Pepper Paintball in my chat. Didn't you just say Pepper Paintball?
Yep.
He said started a game with no marker, left the staging area. Left it in the staging area. I've done similar. I've actually went out to play 7-man, and I took everything with me, but I forgot that I didn't bring my pod pack and no paint. So I was out there with what was in my hopper playing 7-man. That was rather foolish. Ash Burl 70 says, hit a teammate right in the back of the head point blank at the start of the game.
Oh.
I've never done that, but I bet you we've all done at least once a team kill.
I've done that to Dana, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Did you
it's like-
drop him?
Pretty much.
Is that why he stutters now?
Jeez. That's awesome.
It's funny because he's not watching. So
He's in
Yeah.
Cuba. Isn't
He's
he?
in
Yeah.
I
Cuba.
think he's in Cuba.
Overland Green in the live Facebook chat says, tried to bunker someone off the break, but I forgot to turn my remote line on.
Oh.
I've done something similar to that, but I forgot to turn my hopper on. So off the break, I got a couple shots, what was in my feed stack. And then when I went to go bunker the first guy running down the field, my gun didn't shoot because I had
He
no
had
paint.
nothing.
I got nothing.
Dwayne King
I got
says,
nothing.
I hit the broad side or the barn side of a broad once.
All right.
Huh.
Can't all be hits.
All right.
I like this one. Trouble one. Just to get it straight, the person that typed this in is Trouble 103085 because there's that many troubles on Instagram. I regret
Apparently.
nothing on the field. Everything always seemed like a good idea at the time.
That's well said.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
John Shelley says, I put my finger in my barrel and pulled the trigger. Worst pain ever.
Why would you
Trust
do that?
me, I was crying, and it was just outside the 10 seconds, so it was hard to shoot my marker for a few points after.
Swollen fingers.
I should hope so.
I
Yeah.
hope it was accidental.
If you get the new DM and you try to do that, it goes do. Your fingers are too fire to fat. Too fat to fire.
Please use a
Listen
dialing
to me
wand.
go.
Here's a good one.
To order the shooting wand, please call Sean Toman.
Emmanuel Gonzalez. Damn, the list is never ending. But the most stupid thing, I was cleaning a barrel with degreaser in hot water, and it's lost its ammo color. It went from black to silver. Boy, was it awkward to explain to the owner of the barrel.
Oh, that's not good. Alex in the live chat said, shot a teammate off the break in NCPA tourney. Go Bearcats.
To the Bearcat
Yeah.
is the name of this song.
So Brando McKenzie wrote in, stopped using a classic for a space gun.
Yep.
Eric Jackson in the chat says, stopped playing for 10 years. That was the stupidest thing he's ever done. Yes, sir.
Jeff Sanders. When I was a kid, I used to sell my old equipment and use the money to buy new equipment. Always keep your old equipment as loaners and hang on to the extras on the wall.
Yeah.
It's really enjoyable to see those great memories on the wall every day.
How many markers I've sold one marker that I want back,
I want all my markers back.
but I've only sold
not my brass eagle tiger shark. I can stay in there.
I've sold a couple. Only one of them I think is worth wanting back.
Yeah.
There's an autococker I want
Frenchie
back.
Paintball Love in Instagram sent this in. He says, or she says, not so Not so stupid, just clumsy. Went to run into a house and tripped, smashed my face on the door frame. Luckily, I had my mask on. When I took it off, there were splinters stuck in my mask. Picked myself back up and kept running. Nice. Remember Colonel Mustard? He ran into a bunker had a low header and
That's right. Yeah,
smashed his
head. Yes,
Same with our friend Sean
Broke his
Riddle.
nose,
Yes,
didn't he?
in the school bus.
That's right, and something pink.
That's right.
I can't say it on the air.
Does it
Oh.
rhyme with pink? If
No.
you're in grade
Yes.
school?
That was the end of the
Pink.
his line. Anyway,
I remember that.
Well, whatever. I'm sure no one else understands.
Yeah. Dwayne King says, I want my Brass Eagle Stingray back. And you said
Why?
Tiger Shark.
Tiger Shark?
Wait till Price is Right. There might be something in there for you.
I might get mine back.
You might.
Maybe. You certainly didn't get your sexy back.
Oh,
Steve Birchfield says, my
That's on
son
back
did a
order.
run through at the end of a game and his pants were falling down as he ran.
that was gold, Matt.
Everyone but him was laughing, but he did get the kill.
Brandon Decker learned a very valuable lesson. Broke my wrist. Needed it to be rebroken so it would heal properly. When I fell into a ditch in the first game and tried to protect the marker rather than myself because money.
Yeah.
Money.
That's funny because I remember the first time I played Airsoft with Todd. He lent me one of his markers or guns, I guess. And the first thing he said to me is, try to fall on your body because your body heals for free.
That's awesome.
2
Wow.
points to that. First of all, Airsoft is not a marker. It's
Whatever
not a
it is.
gun. It's called
It's a
Airsoft
shooter.
toy.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Said garbage wrong.
And Sean Riddle in the chat
AAG.
has a good comeback to that story. He says, hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, no.
Hey Josh, Todd can read my comments, says Dwayne King.
Sure, Dwayne.
So Zach McDonald wrote in, he disassembled an A5 with the tank on it and a ball in the chamber.
Oh boy, oh boy.
That'd be springy.
We were at a corporate event that was off-site. We were running an event for them, and my wife was there, and we were disabeling all the guns to tear it down for the day. She took the barrel sock off first, which is a rookie mistake, and she shot herself close blank at the on her thigh. No, on her thigh.
Oh.
And that was a good one. You do that once,
Only.
yeah.
Tommy Guns says left the building.
Tommy Gun.
Building in Guns of Navarone a little too quickly. Turned left out the doorway and walked head first into the barrel of a firing marker.
Ooh.
Point blank shot to the noggin. Always look both ways before crossing the street.
And signal.
And signal,
Point.
yes.
Pointing helps.
John Adams says, watched a friend throw a paint grenade and hit the wall and bounce back and hit him and exploded.
Oh yeah, buddy.
That's awesome.
Young Gavin Sharma says washing my equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Rookie mistake.
we'll get to that at another point, but thanks,
I had-
John Adams. That was a good comment.
I had a similar experience to that with the old Tipman. What are they called? The big boys? The ones where they're like folded in
yeah.
half?
yeah.
Well, there's a guy upstairs.
Squad buster.
The Squad Buster. There's a guy upstairs
Buster.
in the old Marine base. So I took the grenade out and I chucked it up and it hit the tin roof and came back down. But I caught it.
Rusty.
I caught it open in my hands and I looked over at Bill and Jay who are standing there and Bill goes,
Love
throw
Shack,
it back.
baby.
So I was like, okay. Threw it back up. Did the exact same thing. Hit the top of the roof. But this time it went off. Got the guy in the building. Landed beside us. Took all of us out. Except for this wee short little kid who was standing behind us. And then Matt, the old ref, says to the kid, well, it's all clear upstairs. So we go back to the staging area. We're laughing about this. And then we see this kid walking along with Matt. And Matt's holding his marker for him. And this kid had those 2 6-foot rockets.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he was
yeah.
dragging them underneath each arm. And he brought them back for the points to finish the mission.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jesus. On an unrelated note, Gavin, if you get a chance, do a Google search or a YouTube search for Rock Lobster sung by Peter Griffin. It's fantastic.
All right.
You haven't seen that?
No, I have not.
You'll be okay.
Not like the
Yeah.
B-52s.
All right.
No, Peter
Now
Griffin
what?
did it good.
I'm just thinking, do you guys have any more
I
on
do,
your shit?
but as Josh mentioned, you didn't click the see more.
Yeah. All right.
So I need closure.
All right, Gavin, what's the
Thank
the
you for
stupidest thing
everybody
you
for,
yourself have done then? Let's
sending
get,
them in.
throw each other under the bus for this
Yeah,
one.
Todd's stupidest thing is not clicking see more.
As I mentioned in the chat earlier, it was not pre-registering for a big game, such as the one that's coming up at Flagwitters Paintball Games. Red Dawn! Save yourself some scratch and make sure the organizers know you're coming out.
I actually just put that in my calendar, so I really want to make it out.
Very good.
I think I did last week.
Put it in your calendar?
I put it
Yeah.
in my calendar.
Oh. Do I win a prize? Because I have the sheet where Gavin actually submitted that comment.
Yes!
Dude,
I
that's
think
nice.
the stupidest thing I've ever done going to an event was not pack my gear into the vehicle that we were
no.
commuting with. So I had my stuff, and somebody wanted to strategically pack, and neglected to put an important bag in. So I was scrounging around for gear, because, well, my ride didn't pack my stuff. So
So where'd your stuff go, though?
that was in the back of my truck.
Oh, just
okay.
sat there.
Just
I thought it
sat
was
there
in
all
there.
day. Yeah.
Jesus.
I remember going to a big game, and it was only a few hours away, but I remember being there and unpacking stuff, and some guy literally forgot his bag, and it was just like you said, like
Yeah.
I think he left it in the car. Oh, we were leaving from the store, and I think he had brought it into the store, and then from there we were
Yeah.
going to unload and load up. So he had to singly drive back while we were all having fun to go do it, and I felt bad because it was kind of all of our faults because we should have saw the bag on the floor. On the same token, wouldn't you pay attention to that? I don't know. Stupidest thing I ever did at a big game was following the rules and reading a mission that we were to take a big red large crate full of bricks back to the starting point. Stupidest thing. I'm not moving the field owner's bricks anymore. Guy had some refuse on the far end of the field at his far back property line, and he wanted to dispose of it. He must have, so he put it in a red crate and labeled it as a mission. So
You
we
need
all
to tactically take
stupidly
this weed whacker and take the grass
Take
down.
out a chainsaw, cut down all these trees for me.
Yeah.
What a brilliant move.
Wouldn't that have been great?
1,000 points to restake this boundary rope. Okay.
Put the rope
Why
up
is
on-
this next mission called Arborist? Yeah.
Operation
hey, Barney
Garbage
in the
Cleanup.
chat. How are you, sir? Hey guys, I see a lot of you that are in the chat right now. Specifically, Barney. How was the game on the weekend? Post up. We didn't get a chance to get to that one. Be very curious to hear. Do we want to leave this topic for now?
Yeah.
And let's leave the other topic that we were going to talk about till next week.
Oh.
We'll defer it yet another week. Because sorry.
No, this explains a lot. You know the photo that Eric submitted of the new First Strike pistol?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Did you see his comment?
No.
No,
Where'd
I
it-
blocked him.
Where'd
on
it go?
mine.
Where'd it go? Sorry, I just lost it. Oh, there it is. While designing the new accessories for the First Strike pistol, he accidentally shot out the light in his shop. That's why it's dark.
It's dark.
It's all coming together, Eric.
Very good. Sorry, I'm just reading. Rampage Richie Santos says, packed road trip. We had a flat tire. Teammate took out the spare tire to fit gear.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's going to be a bad time.
Stupid. All right, why don't we move on to something a little more fun? Matt has outdone himself this week. These are some of my favorites tonight, I have to say. I do enjoy some of these. Before we get to Prices Right, guys, I want to let you know that Planet Eclipse is one of our awesome sponsors tonight of the show. They are creators of incredible tournament paintball markers, soft goods,
Lossing your good luck
and
away.
gear. They have the winningest paintball markers in paintball right now. And with their new GMAC coming out, which hopefully we'll see in the next week or two, certainly we'll see it next week at a Paintball Extravaganza, but hopefully we'll get our hands on one of those and show you guys a little bit more about that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to play some Prices Right, ladies and gentlemen. What that means is we're going to show you guys an ad, a picture of an ad, and what we're going to do is have you guys help the guys in the studio here to help them bid, to see if you guys know what some of these are worth.
My battery died.
Do you have your spreadsheet, though? Is your spreadsheet still good?
I made a
Gavin,
new. I made
this
a new
is the
one.
downfall of Joe's luck. we
Dead
have a fighting
battery
chance.
equals
We have a fighting
Gavin's
chance.
victory.
All right, so up for bid is, a Hammer 7.
Nice.
Whoa, look at that.
Blue?
But it's custom. So it's a blue Hammer 7, but
Is
someone
that
did
really
some...
a Hammer 7, though?
Yeah. Someone
Yeah.
did some whittling with 3 layers of teak wood. I don't know if that's teak or not, but 3 layers of wood, some
Not
whittling.
teak. Looks more plastic to me.
That's
I
wood.
wonder if it's
I don't think
3D
that's
printed.
wood.
That's wood that makes this good.
No
Look.
way, it's
He
3D
uses
printed.
wood screws.
When I does me whittling.
See, look. That's the
Alright.
saw mark there. Didn't you ever watch CSI? I can tell you what brand of saw that is by the striations
my
on
glasses
the...
like Horatio would. I think we have a problem.
All right.
All right.
What do you
back
think
to
you're
it.
going to bid? Who won last time?
Joe.
Joe, you're up first. What are you thinking of this nonsense? David Justin in the chat says $300. Dan McClellan is taking Brent Davis's stance at $5, and William Ray Murray is at $128. Now
I'm
this
gonna
comes
go-
with 6 mags.
185.
185. All right, Gavin, what are you thinking?
200 even, Bob.
200 even.
That's so close.
$89 by Tracy Santos. And William now has changed his bid to $225 because he missed the mags. Sorry, William, you only get one bid. Sorry. You're back to $126.
Josh.
Robert in the chat says $275. Bob and Tucker Danielson says $200. Sean Riddle in the chat says looks like a grade 7 shop class failure. I don't know if that's going to help you or not.
No one fails. It'd be like a 4 minus or a 1.
That's
know
not an
full
ashtray,
well.
Sean.
You know full well if someone brought that into shop class, they would be expelled for
Yeah.
11 million years from grade 7.
Yeah,
But you
nowadays.
only fail grade 7 shop class if you lose a digit.
That's true.
That's the criteria.
Only your shop teacher is allowed to be missing a digit. Daniel in the chat says $78, and Richie Santos says $110. Everybody's bids in for now.
Some Zubies.
No, you kept railroading over when you asked me.
Yep, go ahead.
So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. I want to bet $1, but I want to bet $2.25 as well.
Well, then bid something.
Split the difference.
I'm gonna go $1.
$1. All right, this sold for $180.
Are we all overbid? No,
No.
not
No,
Joshua. Yes, with
Can't
$1.
overbid $1, Gavin.
Come on, I was so close.
Yeah, very cool. Joe's gonna get tickled like I was with this. So okay,
I love
There's
those
a
evil
neoprene
pods.
tank cover. That's awesome.
so Joe and I, when we opened a store many years
That
ago,
expansion chamber.
this is Gavin. You were there at the same
Those are
time.
bicycle grips.
This is all the products we sold the first year we were there. There's the
All
Chrome
13 of them?
pods were an upgrade,
Evil pods.
but the neck protectors, yes, the Java stacks and the pull through squeegees. And look
Wow.
at this. Remember these?
Yeah,
Yes.
the bicycle grips.
And then look at this, the Piranha
Sight rail.
Sight rail,
Yeah,
because
those
you
are
need a
great.
sight rail on a Piranha.
That's crazy.
Wow,
I remember those tank covers.
What was that
everything.
barrel?
I don't know. Oh, it looks like an evil barrel.
Was it evil?
Looks
I
like a
don't know.
driver barrel.
Could be
Because evil used to have the driver barrels.
the one piece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
that's awesome. Oh, and what is this?
Visor.
Angled bottom line adapter. That's a tank.
Is that
it's
the
a,
tank
no, it's a
stock
9.5 ounce. It's you're
Oh,
right.
yeah,
it's a butt stock.
Yeah.
Nice.
Butt stucker. All right. So what are you guys bidding on this? It's called Paintball Lot. Pods, necks protector, bottom line adapter, and more.
Well, there's more, all right.
Zuby, go. You won.
And this is all brand new.
It's brand-
I want those evil pods.
I do too, actually.
I have a brand new
200.
evil pack. $200.
Really?
Yep.
Joe,
Bitches
what are
be
you
crazy.
thinking? Bitches be crazy. Jimmy Churchill says $50. And
$68.
Tracy Santos, $165. Looks
Gavin?
like a foot pedal for a trolling motor. Yeah, maybe. And Kathy Tankerl Wilson, she's a girl, $95. And Rob Evans says $25. Thank you.
Lloyd.
Lloyd. And Steve Birchfield at $49.99. And Alex Twitchy Gonzalez says $150.
Honk honk.
Who else needs to bid?
$80 even, Bob.
All right. All bids are in. This sold for $119.99.
That wasn't me, was it?
It was
Oh,
you.
I thought that was Joshua.
I'm so confident that I'm, yeah. All right. Now, I don't know. I'll let you guys look at this first.
Nice.
Oh,
Tipman Corona.
So it's a Carver 1,
Carver 1.
but with a cast hydro-dipped zebra stripe with hopper zebra stripe.
somebody
I don't know.
paid to hydro dip.
But here's the thing. This is hydro dip. It's not painted. So
Yeah.
can you really... Painted markers always go for a premium, but this is hydro dip. So does
Hydro-dip's
that work?
expensive.
But does that work against it? Because it's not custom.
Pretty custom.
When I say that, don't mock me, because you look at any of these stupid painted guns that are hand painted with spray bombs and they fetch huge dollars. But this is professional looking, right? It's hydro dip. Do you think it'll get the same price?
But the tiger stripe goes the wrong way.
It's zebra stripe.
Or sorry, zebra. Yeah, I guess you're right. The zebra stripe. It is the right way.
Ben in the chat says $234. Dan McClellan at 150, and Sarah Engler just says beautiful. Can't take your eyes off that gun, can you?
Nope.
All right. Great for playing in a herd of zebras, says Sean. Yes.
Blends right in.
As his comment at the world's smallest indoor.
And Lynn Johnson in the chat. I didn't know Ted Nugent played.
He does, apparently.
Wesley Howard, 245. Steve Birchfield, 120. Richard Carter, 165. And Bruce Liepert, $300. Who's starting this?
Gavin.
100 even, Bob.
Okay. Josh, what are you thinking?
125.
125. Tracy Santos says 154. And Kathy Tank Girl Wilson just says no. But Exalt Paintball gets into the theme and says 900 South African rands.
What is that?
It's African currency, Joe.
Yes. I know what that is, thank you. But what is that in equivalent dollars?
Well, it's about $30, I think.
Shizzle Manizzle says works great while
We can
playing
look
in the
that up.
Serengeti.
Let's see.
Bruce Leeper just says sexy Tipman. Joe, what are you thinking?
I don't know, 148.
So read me the comments or the
Gavin was 100, Zuby is 125, and I'm 148.
None of you guys got close. $229.99.
Really?
Yeah.
That zebra pattern. It's rare.
Sarah Engler has a good comment. She bids one donkey puppet.
Oh, I miss our friend.
I miss that snarky little...
One South African rand is the equivalent to 11 cents Canadian.
Really?
So what's the amount? How much was it then? If it was built 900.
Mark my words, Exalt
About
Paintball's
$90.
going to have a zebra bayonet.
$9.
Forget those
$9.
Tide Pod
Yeah,
ones.
that zebra bayonet.
Come on, Ed. We want to know, Tide Pods, are they going to happen or not? Are you going to make a Tide Pod bayonet?
Let us know.
Only if you eat one on the air.
It's $94.71.
All right, so here we go. This up for next.
Oh.
A special ops
Never mind.
with
It's not the
Q-loader?
AGD one. Forget
paintball black cell cubo. So basically, this essentially
Spec Ops
is
paintball.
a
Ion?
ion with a Spec Ops
it. Stock shell.
cubo, as they
thing.
call it, with a Q loader system on it. Oh, but look what powers this if you don't have the Q loader. It's the snake tail. What is it? The VL Voltron or the?
Gosh.
I can't remember what
What is
that was
that
called.
called?
It was a
Anyone in the chat
POS.
get this?
Trash. I think it was called trash.
What is this loader
it's still got
called
the
with
9
a
volt in
snake
it.
tail in? Yeah, now it's worth $5.
Take the
two
9 volts
9
out.
volts in there.
Yes, one actually works and the other one actually never was
No.
plugged in.
The other 9 volt fell out. The other one's stuck in there for life.
Now, before you guys bid, I do want to let you know that this was photoshopped. You can see that they X'd out the barrel with the red and X'd out the trigger, but they do both exist. All right, who's going to start this?
You have to do that to sell it on some Facebook
I believe
groups.
right.
That was their reasoning in their comments.
Alex...
But does it come with the
Yes.
20 round
Oh no, it just comes with what's pictured.
tube? Because he's got the adapter for the 20 round.
Oh, we got a winner. Quantum, says
Chicken
Daniel Lester.
The Quantum.
Yeah, and Tucker Danielson said, "Is that a coffee grinder in the lower right?" No, that is the Q loader.
Well, if you crank it the wrong way, it kind of does the same thing.
Well, that's true.
So Joe, you're at bat.
Oh, Exalt Paintball called it a TSA. You're close, but the TSA looked like a Halo morphed with
Like a
the
blimp?
Quantum.
Yes,
because it had the Halo back with the Halo lid, but it had this funky front on it. And what a piece of crap that
The
was.
TSA, they think this thing broke like they're
So
crap.
the shtick behind that is if you take your loader and you turn it to the left, the motor spins reverse to bring the paint up to the feed neck, and then conversely, if you tip it the other way, the motor spins the other way. To get the hopper working, you had to do more than tilt it. You had to hit it with a sledgehammer, and yeah, but whatever. So Richard Carter says $195, and Dan McClellan says $254. What are you thinking, guys? Who goes first?
Joe.
Joe.
There's a lot of plastic in that photo.
$234.
Okay,
$300, Bob.
$300.
Oh, jeez.
Josh puts the most thought into this. Gavin's willy-nilly.
I should quit thinking about it. So, $1.
Yeah. All right, this sold for $399.
Jeez.
Good for you, Gavin.
Yeah.
$3.99.
How are we doing for score? Because I've got a couple other good ones
It's
here.
pretty close, but Gavin's ahead by 1.
Okay, well, we can't have that happen. So let's go to the next one. This one here is a wholesale item. You get 10 DIY, do-it-yourself, Army of Two paintball masks.
That's safe.
Jesus, they should be taken off and burned.
I'm going to preface this by saying please don't buy these guys, but it is on eBay, and I'd like to see what you guys think. Let's breathe through this pretty quick, but I will tell you that there is 10, a set of 10 there, so it's 10 goggles. Joe, what are you thinking?
Gavin would go
Oh, Gavin,
first.
sorry.
$25.
$25. Josh? Rampage Richie Santos says $1.10.
$10.
$10. All right.
$40.
Brent Davis with his bid of the day, $5, Bob. This sold.
Get out of here. $599.99.
It's 10 goggles, guys.
Wow.
It's 10 goggles. Thank you to Matt for finding that one.
Matt's full of shit.
I believe eBay is. All right, let's do this one. This one's here's a quick throwaway here, ladies and gentlemen. General Brand Tools paintball marker maintenance toolkit with a flip top lid. So essentially, someone took a 10-round tube or 100-round pod, stuffed it full of styrofoam insulation or foam insulation, and stuck 6 screwdrivers in there.
Foam padding. That's not insulation.
Good idea.
Okay, foam insulation. What are you guys thinking? This sold on eBay.
Joe, you're up.
Jimmy Churchill calling us out with fake news. No, Jimmy Churchill. This was on the eBays.
$12.
All right. What are you thinking?
$5.
$5?
5.
Okay, what are you thinking?
Matthew Chen has a good point. It might have been bought by LARPers.
Yeah, that's true.
They just live in their mom's basement, so they have a lot of disposable income.
Barney Alamo saying $20 and Eric Engler saying $35.
I'm going to say 15.
15. This sold for $18.
We now have a 3-way tie.
Oh, no. All right, let me see if I can find something that would be...
Brian Barno says with broken lid. He's not wrong.
All right. Gavin brought up some nostalgia before, so let's get into this.
I sure did.
Oh, it's a pressure washer for your car.
Samurai.
Yeah. Samurai. Paintball gun with a force view loader.
Didn't you play with the Samurai?
I did.
Yeah.
I was afraid to screw in a high-pressure air tank because I thought I would lose my life. But they assured
You'll
me
know
no,
we were
Todd, you
all
can.
standing several hundred feet back when you did that.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are ready to bid, and please help these guys out. You guys got to consider that this is a Samurai paintball gun with a force view loader with it. This sold on eBay this week at a very reasonable price. Actually, I didn't look. Okay. And this will be the tiebreaker. In fact, this one will win the game today. Who won the last one?
Zuby.
Okay, Zuby. So far, we're getting anything from $15 up to $35 to $75 to $50 and $59, says Alex Twitchy. Eric Engler on crack tonight at $99. Or is he? It does have a custom sticker.
I hate it when you do that.
Is it rare?
Is it vintage? Is it OG?
But
Can
I
it
will
wash
tell you-
my car?
Okay, The front of this as well, this black, is not black plastic. It's like a rubber for
No,
extra grip.
do you know where that's from?
This is where Ed
Do you know
from
where that
Exalt
front-
got his foregrip idea from.
Do you know where that front grip is from? My
No.
Sawzall.
Yes. If you unscrew the barrel and put a long blade in there, it could be a Sawzall. I still think it's a pressure washer. I believe that's why they were able to sell them for so cheap. Rampage Richie Santos is saying 75 or $110, and Robert Rains is saying $75. Yeah, Tucker Danielson's agrees. It's off a Sawzall. What are you thinking?
$9.98.
$9.98.
Piece of garbage.
What are you thinking, Joe?
Oh, $52.
Okay. What are the bids again?
$9.98.52.
And Gavin?
$25.
$25. This sold for $9.95.
Get them.
So we all overbid.
Yeah.
You all overbid, but I wanted to just to get Josh's goat on that. I'm sorry. All right, you know what? Here's a quick one. Throw it away. First of all, can anybody tell me what that is?
I can't.
Matt will, but
Yeah, well, yeah. Sorry, it's a
Automag
Protein
body.
Products
Crown
Automag
Point
body.
barrel.
it is a micro mag body for Automags, and it's
That's what I said.
well, ultra rare is what's listing as,
And
and it has a funky paint job on. So this could be a pile of crap, or it could be worth a fortune.
Protein products from Flagler Beach, Florida.
Yeah.
Protein?
Yep, that's
Yeah.
where they were.
They weren't South African?
No,
That's Armisen.
Armisen.
Yes.
I have another word for you, but I won't use it.
So far we got 2 poop emojis and a toilet emoji on that last gun. Sorry, guys. All right, who's going to start the bidding on this one? Who has
Zuby
to?
again.
Zuby, what are you bidding on this?
$225.
225?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gavin.
Okay.
100.
Oh, no, Joe's got to go.
Oh, I gotta go. Sorry, man.
Yeah, got it.
Since when do you keep track of order?
Well, we always go clockwise.
No, we don't.
We always do. When have we not?
I've been paying
Smells like
attention.
BS.
It's the only way I remember your names.
Fake news.
Should I put my name tag back on?
162.
Okay.
$1, Bob.
$1. I was going to say you guys all overbid, but you didn't. $71.
Garvin for the win.
Champion.
How is that the only reasonably priced item all night?
Because I always bury those deep down and within. So Gavin wins.
Just
What-
like this show.
One of the things that we may get you next week is this. It's a box of DM3 parts. It's a paintball lot.
What the hell are you going to do with that?
I know, but it's sold, and it actually sold for what I would consider reasonable money. Hey, 2 donuts and a cake. Nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Behind the Bunkers Weekly Paintball Show. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. Please make sure you hit that like and share button. Why? Because we asked you to. Do I have to have a reason? We'll see you guys next week. Will be our last show before Paintball Extravaganza. Then we broadcast live Wednesday night from the bar floor with my friend Josh Lubizabrickus. Are you excited?
For the bar floor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be after the show, hopefully. Not during the show like last time.
Why not?
I did hear some of the folks who are also laying on the bar floor will no longer be at Extravaganza this year.
Yeah, I know. That's disappointing.
Yeah.
But whatever. It'll be good.
Might have to swim the fishes by myself.
So next week, Joe's comment about having to go home early because the garbage night is going to reign true because our flight is...
Pretty early.
I can't remember what time. It was like 6 o'clock when the limo comes to pick
But
us up.
stupid o'clock.
Yeah. And then, Joe, thank you for being on the show.
Thanks very much for having me, guys. See you next week. Pew, pew.
And how about you, champion?
The champion was happy to be here, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to ask one favor of you all. Make sure you take a look at the banner on your left or right. See our sponsors who help keep us on the air, and make sure you check them out on Facebook or the interwebs to give them a little bit of love. Thanks so much, folks, for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
This week's show is brought to you by Enola Gay, the world's leading manufacturer of smoke grenades, thunder flash, airsoft paint grenades for use in theater, film, photography, and paintball. Ask for Enola Gay at your next event.
Very good. Dwayne King says, good night, guys. Josh, you're still my favorite. Sorry, Gavin. Dwayne,
Thank you for lying.
you're dead to me. All right.
Dead
Thank
to
you. Thank you to Matt the Crit for pushing buttons tonight.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you guys all next week.
Stanza.